Hey everyone, it's Tyler and Michelle Strike from Universal Rackets, and in this video we are going to be improving your serve. And what kind of serve are we going to be working on?
The open stance serve.
So there's basically two types of serving stances that players take. Number one is the closed stance when they're sideways and then they're going forward. And number two is the open stance when instead of being sideways, you're going to have your body like this, and then you're going to drop the ball and hit. Now I feel like the more advanced you get, the more you see players serve open stance.
Yes.
For beginner intermediate players, you probably start out with the closed stance serve. That's where most recreational players learn, but then you evolve to the open stance. The reason why you want to try the open stance is because you can get more spin, you can get more rotation, and you're in a better position for your third shot drop. Because after you serve open, you're already in the proper ready position.
Yeah.
Now, what do you need to work on for your open stance?
So for me, the goal with my serve is to have it land on the baseline back there, and I want it to have more power and spin. So we're going to review how to get more spin in your serve, how to get a deep serve, and how just have a better, more aggressive serve overall.
Yeah, and I feel like this is going to be a great video to do, and we've been wanting to do this for a while now, because when we've been playing, and I'm not going to talk about what I've been doing messing up, but what you've been doing is when we're serving, you're serving so short to your opponents or our opponents when we're playing. So they easily have an easy return and they're up in the kitchen. They hit a deep return to us and we're in trouble. So we need to get your serve deep, but not only deep, but with power.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Okay.
Why don't we see a couple of serves and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Let's make sure that we get into it. Short. And I feel like that was right there. I know that was the first serve that you've hit, right? Ever. Okay, you need a couple warm-ups, but that is the exact type of serve that was happening throughout our whole match. They're so short. They have power, but they're so short, and I can easily just hit it and be right up at the kitchen. Let's do like 5 more so you can warm up. All right, 4 more. Three more. Two more. It's getting windy. And one more. Okay, cool. So, here's the thing. When we're practicing's different than match play when there's situation, nerves, getting tight, not wanting to lose the point, not getting to get the serve in. So technically, your serves are always going to be better while we're just demonstrating for fun than a normal match. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I think that you have to do for your open stance serve is get into your legs more. I feel like if you want to get the ball deep, you have to get into your legs. Now, when we're hitting an open stance serve, or when you're hitting an open stance serve, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking rotate my body from the side to forward.
Okay.
And push the ball deep.
So hold this and go through exactly what you're thinking while you're serving.
Okay, so I like to have my feet wide open here, but I like to turn my body to get some sort of rotation on the serve, and then follow through over my shoulder to get the ball deep. That's what I think.
So by turning your body, that's how you get rotation on the serve.
Yeah.
Okay, and so here we are. So here's what we have to do, okay? So you're turning your body, you're getting rotation on your serve, cool, but you're not getting any power on your serve.
Right.
And the reason why is because you have to get your legs involved. So when you hold this real quick, when you turn your body for the open stance serve, I want you to think that you are going to, instead of just turning your upper body, you're going to turn your upper body and then you're going to get in your lower body. By getting into your lower body, when you turn, you're going to push down on the ground with your outside leg. Come over here so you can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
So when you turn, you're going to push down on your outside leg, and then you're going to explode off your outside leg and hit. So instead of just going like this, we're going to go like this. So one thing that we're going to do for you now is you're going to serve real quick. Hold this. And what you're going to do, put it near me. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your leg down. You're going to hold the ball out, and then you're going to serve. Again, you're going to start with your leg down. Just realize how far that ball went. There's nothing blocking it. Hold that near me again. So you're going to start with your leg down, and then you're going to serve.
Okay.
I want you to think you're pushing in the ground with your right leg and then off the ground. So start here. Don't hit the ball, though, because I don't feel like getting it. And then good. So start. Really feel you're pushing this leg into the ground, and now push off it. In, off. In, off. Good. And I know your hips are really tight and they've been hurting, but hey, that's okay. We're practicing. Any questions with that?
Yeah, so it's like here, and I'm still following through over here, right?
Yeah, you want to follow through across your body, but right
Okay.
now, just think in the leg, off the leg. Good. Who
Okay.
cares? I'll go get 2 balls if I have to
I
get
have the
3.
ball, yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's do it. So you got go in, off, in, off. All right, you ready? Let's go. In, off. Good. Do it again. Good. Don't just do it. Really think about doing it. Nice. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Still. It's that short. And that's what happens. So you just get short. But the reason why is, okay, we're getting in your leg now. But what's getting in your leg going to do? It's going to get you more power. But also,
I know I'm holding the paddle too tight.
it's going to
And
help
I
you.
feel like that's making it short.
Yeah. And every single time that we play, you hit a short ball and it just,
'Cause I'm like
they
holding
walk
it.
right, hey, here's a free ticket to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Just come beat us off your return. Sorry. Yeah, okay, so here's what we got to do. So you're getting into your legs, which is cool, but then what else other than power does getting into your legs do?
Spin.
It helps you get below the ball. So hold contact with the ball. So look, if you're standing up, get this leg up. Look, you're making contact here, and now get it in your leg. You're making contact lower, okay? What's going to happen is instead of getting here, I'm going to hold a ball for you. Instead of coming on top of the ball, swing, but don't swing hard. Like go slow. Instead of coming, I want you to get below and under the ball. Get under the ball more and swing up. So again, instead of coming on top of the ball, you need to get under the ball. Now, what's a great way to ensure that we get under the ball? There's 2 main ways that clearly don't work, but we're going to tell everyone for your benefit, and hopefully it'll work for you, is that number 1 is you want to show your butt cap. So if you show your butt cap to your target, that's going to allow you to look, my paddle's below the ball to get up on the ball. The second way, and this is you, what did you say? You said you held the paddle tight.
Yeah.
Okay, when I hold the paddle tight, look, my paddle's here, here's the ball.
Yeah.
When I hold the paddle loose, it's going to automatically go down, and then you're going to go. What you can think is that the tip of your paddle is weighted. Whenever you take your paddle back, if you release and it's weighted, it's going to automatically go down. So try to get under the ball. You know, what's his name? The guy who likes canes from Jupiter. Alex. So he is a real, yeah, AC. So he has a really good serve.
Yeah, his serve's
And
insane.
his
It's
serve's
like the biggest serve I've ever seen.
sick. And the reason why his serve's so good is because before playing him, he literally has his like paddle like this. And it's so weird. And then he gets up. And I tried to do that a couple times and I missed every single time. But why he's so good is because his paddle can literally get under and rip the ball. I feel like he like doesn't have a joint in his wrist or something, because I don't know how you can get your wrist down there. But a little goes a long way, so try to get below the ball and lift up. Are you going to do it? Let's try. Let's. But look, like, I hope after this video you can see that you didn't get under the ball. You came on top of it. You got to get under it. Here we are. Good, perfect. That's so good. All right, so there we are. So the main thing with you is you just have to get under the ball every single time. You know, if you ever hit a short serve, like it's literally night or day. Your serves either go loopy and they go deep, or it just goes super short. And the reason why is because you come on top of the ball.
Right, and I'm going to tell you right now why that happens for me too.
Why?
Like that last one, and that last like couple that I did there, the one that went short.
Yeah.
I was thinking about moving forward in my serve because I feel like the last one I pull my body up, and when I pull my body up, it may go deep, but it's high and deep. So I'm thinking about moving my body forward, and when I'm thinking about moving my body forward, I hold the paddle tight and I come through the ball instead of under the ball.
Okay.
So that's the correction I needed to make, and then I did, and then it was okay.
But here's the thing that you need to, and we talk about this all the time on our videos, is like, I would rather have you serve a ball that's super deep and like slower than a ball that's super short.
Yeah.
So I feel like you need to change your mindset as well and just be okay with a higher and deeper serve rather than going short.
It's like priority. Priority number one
is getting the ball deep.
Well, but like to get the ball deep in my head, I have to think about my mechanics of the serve. So what I mean by priority number one, it's like in my mindset, in my brain, priority number one, get below the ball, right?
Yeah.
Priority number two, hold the paddle loose while you're getting under the ball.
Yep.
Priority number three is in my legs so that I can get power.
Yeah.
And then priority number four is don't lift your body up and go forward.
Yeah, but
that should be the last thing, because that might get lost in the serve, and it's okay to have a deep serve rather than a short serve.
But you're automatically going to lift your body up, but you don't want to go too up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is like, look, it's like, think about it this way. My head, and this is an exaggeration, but and you don't look like this, but like you're going like that, right?
Yeah.
That's lifting up. This is okay to lift up. Watch, if I'm going here and oh, yeah, like that. Here, one more. Here we go. If I go here and I come up, I can keep my body. I don't want to just pull my chest up.
Right.
So you can, by getting into your legs, you're going to load and explode. You're going to load into the ground and then explode off the ground. But you can't pull your chest up. I think of it like, just in my mind, I think of it like an airplane. Like when the airplane's like taking off, right? They're going here and then boom, they're going to put, and then they're going to go this way, right?
Yeah.
You can't pull up for the airplane. You can't lift off. You got to stay down like this. You can't just, No,
there's a couple people that I know that have a great open stance serve, and I've asked both of them what they do for it, and they both, the first thing they both said to me was they use their wrist.
Yeah.
Van Dusen.
He's a really good open stance serve.
And he said it's all in the wrist.
Down and then up. You want your wrist to go down and then up. Notice you never turn your wrist. And what I was saying before about Alex is he puts his paddle down and he goes up. Now take the paddle out of my hand. Take it out of my hand, right? Look, you see that? It's the exact same thing. So you want to think for your wrist when you're hitting even open stance serve, closed stance serve, and topspin. The reason why Mike and Kelsey, they have good serves is because they hit topspin, right? It's because for topspin, you do a wave, and then you're going to turn your wave to the side, and then you're going to go up. You feel this motion like this?
I don't know if I ever actually do this.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you to do.
Does my wrist go that way? Feels like it's
But
not.
that's how, look. So I'm
Why?
dropping the paddle. Look, take the paddle out of my hand. I'm dropping my wrist. Here we are. So you're dropping your paddle. You're pointing the butt cap. You're holding the paddle loose. This,
like a weight exercise.
this is what we're trying to get you to do. So here, go hold your paddle up real quick and just drop it. Look, here. Okay? Yeah, here. Yeah, but look, here. One more. Go up. Here. One more. Up. Here. That's how you do it. That's what we need. And then once you get there, look, you're doing everything that I want you to do. Your paddle's pointing forward. Your tip's pointing down. Then you're going to go like this. What happens with you? You get a little bit tight.
You're gonna go like this.
Yes, and then that's when you do this.
Flat ball.
So you're going like this when you need to go like this. So the wrist is huge, but I want you to think of the wrist as a result of doing the right thing. The wrist happens by holding the paddle loose, by pointing the paddle down. But you want to do this and then up. This and then up. Questions?
No, I'll try.
All right, let's try it. See what happens. Good. Good. Okay. So, what do you think about those serves? Spin, yeah. Now, were those serves super hard?
No.
Were they like Mike's or Alex's or Kelsey's?
No.
But were they good?
They're decent. Better than a short, flat serve.
100%. And like that's what I mean. That's
'Cause
like
it's still gonna push them back to take a deeper, harder
return. Because what does this returner have to do? They have to let the ball bounce.
Yeah.
So that is a B plus compared to like the C minus or a D, super flat short serve. Because I'm still deep, I'm getting pushed back, and you're hitting topspin. And topspin, guys, especially for the open stance serve, because when you're open stance, you can rotate. Topspin is what makes people serve so good.
Yeah.
Topspin means that they can hit the ball as hard as they want, and it's still going to dip in. And I think,
like jam them up.
yeah, and that was so good with what you did. Now, how do we make it better and make it look more like Mike's or Alex's or Kelsey's? What do we do?
Getting our legs more.
Yeah, and we accelerate. So the last thing that I think happens with you, and this happens with me too, especially recently,
And
I've
my
been
rolls at the kitchen need acceleration too. I feel
Yeah.
like it's a similar shot.
and like I've been struggling with personally is like
What is the problem here?
I'm not complaining. So I've been struggling with my serve. I haven't felt good with my serve lately. And what I do is I slow my serve down because when you get nervous, you want to get the serve in like I do, and then you end up messing up because in order to hit a good serve, you have to commit.
You're right. They all have like a very fast, accelerated serve.
Once again,
That's what I was missing too in my brain.
I think like
How do you think about acceleration?
you played basketball. Now you beat me in basketball every single time we play. But if you shoot a basketball and you like stop, what's going to happen?
It's not gonna be good.
Yeah, you have to commit every single time, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll show my basketball form real quick.
Please don't.
Okay? Thought that was cute. Okay, so the thing that you have to do is you have to commit to your serve. If you don't commit, it's never going to be
But
good.
without holding the paddle tight.
Yeah.
Without holding it tight, just commit.
Just go for it every single time. And now that's why we're going to have to do it with practice. And hopefully, if you guys commit to your serves, you guys won't have an open court that the balls go all the way down there. Or you'd have a super good looking partner like me to just get them back. But you have to commit to your serve, which is so much easier said than done. Even, okay, you might commit to your serve now. We might do 50. You'll commit. You're perfect. Oh, my gosh, amazing. Like, so good. And then you're going to go out and match. You're going to be down 2 points, or we're going to be down 2 points. And it's going to be much more difficult. Just get it in. Yeah, just get it in. You're going to be afraid.
Windy,
so what's going to happen,
it's been
though,
crazy out here recently.
what's going to happen, though, is it's going to win you over. You're going to realize that, wow, I can hit such a better serve by going for it rather than trying to get it in.
Yeah.
Once you do that and you see that amazing spin, accelerating, exciting serve, it's going to be so much better off.
Yeah.
So you just have to keep on practicing.
Or winning points off your serve.
And going for it. So right now we're going to do like 10 serves and we're going to just try to commit. Now what I'm a little bit nervous to do right now, like for your progression actually, is I don't think you're to the point where this is muscle memory. So if we start committing to our serves, this is going to get sloppy.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to, you can commit like this. So I think actually right now, I think I should show committing to the serves, if that's okay. But what I mean by that is once you get these mechanics, which you did, but once we do that over and over again, then Shell said is what she's missing is a drop and acceleration. The legs, that's a good thing that you can do, but I don't want her necessarily doing that yet, just focusing on dropping and accelerating. So if I were Michelle right now, again, this is a good serve every single time. One more, here we are. So this, I'm dropping. That's a good serve. Now, is that amazing? Is that the best serve ever? Are you going on a PPA tour with that? Maybe. It's actually crazy. If you watch some of the pros, they do not hit speed, that much speed. They just get the serve in. However, though, it could be much better. But again, this is perfect right now, just focusing on dropping and getting under the ball. I would have her do 10, 15, 20, 30 for a week before we get into acceleration. Then what we're going to start doing, though, is we're going to start, instead of just going up, once we have this down, we're going to start accelerating the serve. One more. What I'm going to start doing is once I get the paddle down, I'm going to really accelerate and commit. So again, I'm gonna put the paddle down, right? And then I'm gonna go up. Okay, that was out. Let's do it again. So here we are, put the paddle down. Okay, one more, ace. Put the paddle down. Okay. So they were long, right? Because I'm trying to go for a lot. I'm trying to go big, right? But what I have to realize, could I get that ball? Is I have to realize if I want to hit this like good, amazing, crazy serve, I need to commit. What's going to happen though with people is, right? So I missed my serve, side out, now we're down. They're going to go, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous right now. This is a big point. I don't want to mess up. And here's what's going to happen. They're going to slow it down and it's going to go long, or they're going to slow the ball down because they want to get the serve in. They're afraid they just missed their big serve, and then they're going to go short. What you need to do is, even if you miss, just like I did for 2 of them, and I didn't want to miss 2 of them. I want to show you guys like a good demonstration, but I don't normally commit to the serve like this, is what's going to happen. Even if I miss, watch what the next one's going to be. Okay, I missed again. Let's try again. There we are. And now we get it in. The only way, though, that I can get the next serve in, though, is I have to accelerate. The moment that I slow down and try to get it in, it's going to go wrong. Try again, middle court. There we are. And then it's going to be good, and you're going to be good to go. So that is the type of mentality that you need to have when doing this serve. I'm excited. I feel like we kind of got to the...
Should I take a tennis lesson from you on topspin? That might stop my dropping the racket.
It
It's like
could.
dropping a racket's heavier and bigger to drop than a pickleball paddle. So if I can drop that, I should probably drop this, no?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Sienna's inspiring me.
Yeah, we gave our daughter a tennis lesson yesterday, and it's really good. She did so well. I posted each component of her shot on Instagram because I'm just like so proud of her.
He was like, have you been getting her lessons like behind my back?
Yeah, she looked so good. She came out yesterday and she's like ready position, she's turning. And the thing is though, is if we can teach her good tennis, she's going to be able to play pickleball at an extremely high level. If she wants to, we're not forcing it, but
True.
see what happens. If not, she can always play lacrosse.
Be a cheerleader in Texas.
So, I feel like we got to the bottom of your serve in a way.
Mm-hmm.
What are your takeaways
No, that's for
from this
sure.
lesson?
That acceleration is what makes a big serve scary. I found out that much. Like when you
Yeah.
are really accelerating and going for your serve, it's scary to return. Like it just seems like a huge train coming at you.
Yeah.
I need to drop my paddle in everything that I do. Everyone needs to get into their legs with everything they do. Even with like, this is like totally unrelated to the serve video. Like when you're resetting the ball, the difference between a great reset or a missed one is just being in your legs.
Yeah.
The more you're in your legs, the better your drops are, the better your serves are, the better your dinks are. Everything's better when you're in your legs, which means like you're squatting down and you're not just bending at your back.
Yeah.
Or being lazy.
Yeah.
So we can all get our serve in, we can all tap them in, but to have a good serve, you have to have all these parts. And it's a lot to think about, but the more you practice, the better it gets, right?
Yeah, and I feel like you have to practice over and over and over again because I was demonstrating to you, and you said when I got my serve in, it was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
But it was very inconsistent. And the reason why it's been very inconsistent is because I haven't been practicing that type of serve.
Mm-hmm.
These high-level players hit thousands of those serves that they can just do it in their sleep.
Yeah.
So practicing and repetition, then also I think the big thing for you is we got to focus on getting the serve deep like you did before we add any power to it. Like I'm talking about like a month of just, but that serve's going to be so much better, especially like all the people that you play.
Yeah, and sometimes I do that serve.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get under the ball. But if I'm really not thinking about it, my adrenaline takes over, hold the paddle tight, and I go right through all of my balls.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You're going to go to your natural muscle memory and your natural instincts.
Yeah.
So right now, what I'm saying is like if all SHIT hits the fan right now, big point, everything, you're not thinking. You're going to revert to this.
Yeah.
So we have to do this over and over and over and over again. So if you're not thinking what happens, you're going to revert to that.
Yeah.
And it's going to take time.
Mm-hmm.
I actually hope you bring this to your drilling session you're playing later today, your match. I would be a happy coach. I will send over the invoice after this lesson. Have a good one. Happy hitting. Make sure to check out our Selkirk pickleball paddles. We have a Selkirk Halo, amazing new pickleball paddle coming. We will see you guys next time on court. I don't know if we should put that in.